Hey there. As I promised, this video is for my YouTube channel, and this is the one that is going to have all of the details about deciding to succumb to pity parties in your life. Okay, just a quick refresher. If you're just seeing this video on YouTube, I just did a little quick blurb for IG and Facebook and Twitter and Snapchat about deciding to have pity parties and why we have to make sure that we aren't falling prey to the temptation of having pity parties. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tiani Alexander. I am a former pastor's wife of 18 years, and I've been divorced now for probably almost going on 4 years. And that's another story. I'll tell that another time. I am currently working on my first book. The title of that book is I Win. It will be published here very soon, sometime in August. I'm looking for the complete release date on it, and I'll keep you all updated on the pre-release and the final release date for I Win. Just know that it is going to be a good read. It's going to be a true read, candid, and I'm going to get into some details. Not all details, because I can't tell my whole story in one book, but I'm going to get into some really specific and personal details about my life, so that I want to share. But anyway, back to the pity party. So a lot of times in life, we tend to fall prey or fall victim, or we're tempted to have pity parties. We're tempted to feel sorry about ourselves because we either don't have the money that we want, or we're not with the person that we want to be with, or we are not living where we want to live, or driving what we want to drive. So we have a tendency to fall prey to having pity parties. So this video is to encourage you to not fall prey to having pity parties. So the first thing I want to start with, I want to tell you what a pity party is. And I have my notes here. I always write down notes because sometimes I get this stuff and I have to write it down and I deliver it later. So I always like to have my notes in front of me so I can be accurate about what I'm saying. But having a pity party is basically falling prey to pain, insecurity, and tension that is within you, that attempts to paralyze you with anxiety, regret, and traumatic symptoms that threaten to suck the very life out of you. I'm going to say that again, and I'm going to slow down this time. Having a pity party is falling victim or falling prey to pain, insecurity, and tension that is within you, that attempts to paralyze you with anxiety, regret, and traumatic symptoms that threaten to suck the very life out of you. That is what having a pity party is. And what we have to do in life is not fall prey to having pity parties. Don't be tempted to have pity parties. And I know you hear, a lot of times things are easier said than done. And a lot of times, people try to encourage you and try to cheer you on. But let me tell you something. Your biggest cheerleader and your biggest encourager is you. You should be your number one fan. The Bible talks about David encouraging himself in the Lord. David had to encourage himself. When you have to encourage yourself, that means at that particular moment that you're going through, or you're being tempted to have that pity party, that there's no one else around you to encourage you. Your mother's not there, your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, your friends, your teachers, your co-workers, your boss, or whoever it is, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, wife. Nobody else is around you to encourage you. So you have to be your number one fan. You have to be your biggest encourager. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. And you have to motivate and encourage yourself sometimes. That way you don't fall prey to falling into pity parties. Okay? So, that's that part. So when you think about the pain that you're suffering when you fall into having a pity party or you're going in that direction. That pain could be the loss of a loved one. It could be the loss of a job. It could be broken relationships, your marriage, broken relationship in your family, your friends, co-workers, anything that could cause you pain. You know, those are some of the things that could cause you pain. You may have lost your pet. You know, it's anything. You know, you might think about something that happened in your childhood and it causes you pain. Okay? We know that these things happen, but we can't go into a stupor or go into, oh, woe is me. It's because of this that I'm going through. It's because I was molested when I was 12. I'm going through this today now that I'm 42. No, we have to take authority over that, and we have to make sure that we're not falling victim or being tempted to fall into pity parties and pain. So, some insecurities that you might deal with. You might be insecure about yourself. You might be insecure about your look. As for me, as for a woman, I'm very judgmental, you know, about myself. I'm harder on myself than I am than anybody else. You know, you look at your hair, you look at your nails, you look at your skin, you know, you look at your body, and we're tempted to look at social media and look at the way people look on television. And then we say, oh, well, that's how we're supposed to look. We're supposed to have long hair. It's supposed to be straight. We're supposed to have long nails. We're supposed to have a really, really skinny waist and a fat butt and big titties and all of this. No. You be you. You be the best you that you can be. So I even have to work on those kind of things. So some of the insecurities you could be dealing with is personal insecurities. You know, how you look. Am I good enough? Some of the tensions that you might deal with is living from paycheck to paycheck. You know, will I be able to pay my bills next month? Job related stress. Some things that might try to paralyze you are, you know, you stop caring. That paralyzation is you stop caring about yourself. You stop taking care of yourself. You stop getting your hair done. You know, some people go through depressions in life where they stop all self-care. You know, they don't brush their teeth, they don't take a bath, they don't comb their hair. You know, they shut up in a room and they stay in their room and they don't talk to people. These kind of things. So pity parties can lead to paralyzation. So that's why we don't want to fall prey to them. You know, we stop putting forth effort in life, you know, when we start having pity parties. And then it makes you anxious. It makes you have anxiety about what's my next move in life. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'm so anxious. My heart's racing. I don't know what I'm going to do in the morning. I lost my job yesterday. I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know who's going to help me. Okay, calm down. You can't fall prey to that pity party and that anxiety piece in that pity party. Things not working out the way that you planned them or you desired them to work out, or roadblocks or detours. A lot of times the roadblocks and detours are right there in the mirror. We cause a lot of our own roadblocks and detours, and we have to be honest about that. Have to tell the truth about that. So the last thing you deal with in a pity party is regrets. You regret, why did I marry him or her? Or why didn't I marry him or her? You know, why did I take this job? Why didn't I take the other job? Or why didn't I move to this city instead of this city? Or why didn't I buy this house instead of that house? So you deal with regrets. So that's why I always talk about making the best choice. You know, making a conscious decision about life and the way that you're going and the things that you're doing, and making sure that you're making the absolute best decision so you don't fall into the regrets that are attached to pity parties, right? Not only that, so you're dealing with pain, you deal with insecurities, you deal with tension, and then it leads you to be paralyzed in areas and anxious. And then you have regrets. And not only that, pity parties bring forth traumatic symptoms. Traumatic symptoms of depression. Traumatic symptoms of not being motivated. Traumatic symptoms of not being able to be your own cheerleader, your own encourager, your own number one fan. Traumatic symptoms of, thoughts of suicide or thoughts of harming others. Pity parties are serious, and we have to take it serious, and we have to make sure that we're not falling prey to that. We have to take care of our mental health. Pity parties attack your mental health because you're so down on yourself, and you're talking down to yourself, you're talking down to others, and people might be trying to bring you up and saying, oh, don't say that, it's gonna work out, and you say it's not gonna work out. Everybody's against me. I don't have what I want. I don't have what I need. And I just don't want to be here. Stop that. That's no good for anyone. And as for me, I'm talking to somebody, or, I'm trying to encourage you and you don't want me to encourage you, you know what? You go right ahead. You go right ahead and you succumb to that pity party, because I can't stop you from doing it. You have to stop you from doing it. So, let's not fall prey to pity parties. Let's not fall prey to the pain and the insecurity and the tensions that are on the inside of us, that attempt to paralyze us and that have us, anxious and regretful. And then we start dealing with these traumatic symptoms that are basically sucking the life out of us. Don't fall prey to pity parties. Last piece. Ways to avoid falling into the pitfall of pity parties. Laugh often. I always laugh. I'm the type of person, if things get too serious, I'm going to throw a joke out there or something for everybody to laugh at, and just to break the monotony, just to lighten the mood. The Bible talks about laughter doing a heart good. Doeth the heart good like medicine. Laughter is like medicine. Pray often. Pray as often as you need to pray. I'm not saying, that everybody's a Christian. Hey, whoever you pray to, pray and get yourself out of that pitfall. Get in touch with your spiritual side. Get yourself some motivational books. If you don't read the Bible, it's plenty of self-help books out there. It's all kind of motivational speakers out there. Les Brown, all kinds of people. You can find all kinds of people on YouTube that will encourage you. Hey, you can do better. You can make it. Life's not that bad. Also, stay grateful. Think about the things that you do have. Think about, oh, you know what? Everything might not be working out like I want it to work out right now, but I have a car to drive. I got a place to stay. I got somewhere to lay my head. I got food to eat. You know what? It's not that bad after all. Start writing down every day. Take 5 minutes every day. 5 minutes every day. And write down the things that you're grateful for now. And then write down the things that you're thankful for that are coming. And just meditate on that. Just start your day every day with gratitude. Okay? Surround yourself with positive people. Always stay around positive people. Stay around positive people. If you got somebody in your life that's not positive, I'm not saying that you start being mean to that person, or you cuss that person out. Hey, get the hell away from me. I don't want to be around you. You're not positive. You don't have to act like that, but you don't have to be around that person, and you don't have to subject yourself to that negativity. So you know what? Treat that, get a long-handled spoon. Back in the day, old school, hey, you treat them with a long-handled spoon. You keep them so far away from you. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. Stop giving people second chances to mess over you, or to dog you out, or to treat you bad. Stop that. You don't owe them that. The only person you owe is you. Next thing, don't seclude yourself. Don't go into a shell. That is the biggest way and the main way to fall prey to the pitfall of a pity party, is to seclude yourself and to take yourself out of the loop, and to stop talking to people that are positive, people that are rooting you on, and people that are for you and that are cheering for you, with you. That's the best way to do it, is to seclude yourself. So don't seclude yourself. And the last thing is to stay open to receive. Stay open to receive, what we call it? I don't want to say criticism, but Stay open to receive. I can't even think of the word, y'all. I'm sorry. But stay open to receive advice, to receive help, to receive positive words. Stay open to receive that. A lot of times when we're going through and we're having a hard time with something, and people come along and they say, well, do you want me to pray with you, or do you want me to? Nah, I don't want to pray. I don't want to pray right now. I don't want to pray about it. I just, I work with a guy, and it's funny. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna cut this video off because I don't ever like to do long videos, because I know a lot of times if the video's too long, I'm not even gonna watch it. So I don't want to be putting up long videos for folk to be trying to tune into me for 30, 45, 55, 60 minutes, an hour. That's crazy. Anyway, I work with a guy, and you walk in and you say good morning. Oh, what's good about it? Don't come in here. Don't talk to me. You know what I did? I stopped talking to his ass. Hey, if you don't want me to say good morning, I won't say good morning. Boo boo, I'm good. You the one got a problem. So, stay away from the pitfall of pity parties. Stay away from that pain, that insecurity, that anxiety, those paralyzations, that regret, that those traumatic symptoms. Stay away from pity parties. Encourage yourself. Be your own biggest cheerleader. Be your own biggest fan. Be your number one fan. Hell, if you ain't got no more fans, if you don't have but one fan, as long as you're your fan, you can make it. And that's